Welcome back to the Listen Honey podcast. I'm your host, Katie Combs, and I am at the Kentucky Horse Park with an All American bull rider, Wyatt Riddle.
How are we?
Honey, I'm so good. It's awful. How are you?
I pinched myself walking in here because I wasn't sure if this was real
It's
life
real life.
or
I know it's hard to believe, but here we are.
we made it.
Here we are. You're from Oklahoma.
Kinda. I'm a little bit of a drifter. So I was born in Nashville,
Okay.
lived right outside Nashville for a short period of time, and then grew up most of my childhood in Ohio. So my parents are 2 hours from here. They've got a horse ranch and raise cattle and all that. And then when I turned 18, I moved to Oklahoma, and I've lived there since 2020. I don't really have any plans of moving from there so far.
So, how did you get to Oklahoma? What led you there?
I knew I wasn't going to go to college because that wasn't for me. So my mom was like, well, that's fine, but you got to get a degree of some sort. And I had welded a bunch all through like the later years of high school. And they have Tulsa Welding School down there. And you can get an associate's degree for like welding and inspection, so like x-ray and all that fancy stuff. So went down there. I think it was like a 13-month program, and did that. And then that's how I ended up meeting they're like family to me now, and never left.
You love it? You love Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah, especially for what I do for a living. I mean, Ohio's great, but if you're rodeoing for a living, there's no better place than Oklahoma or Texas.
So would you say that it's kind of part of the culture out there? Because here, like, I don't know anything about bull riding or a rodeo or anything.
Yeah, it's a lot more mainstream. So, like up here, growing up wearing a cowboy hat every day was different. Folks wasn't used to that. But out there, it's everyday life.
Really? What would you say are some main differences between Oklahoma and Ohio that you've noticed?
The weather for sure. The weather's a lot better.
In
Here,
Oklahoma?
Yeah, we have a lot more mild winters. Up here, it'll freeze you to death. I can't do it.
So it doesn't get that cold in Oklahoma?
Rarely, but not for as long. That's for dang sure. It'll be, very mild compared to up here. And then the land I say it's a lot more spread out compared to.
Like flatter?
Yeah.
Now, did you get into bull riding before you moved to Oklahoma, or was it when you moved up there that you kind of were like, oh, I could do this?
No, I've been around it my whole life. So my dad rode bulls professionally and grew up. I could ride a horse before I could ride a bike.
Really?
No, it's just been in my blood. So I hadn't really known anything else up until I got into sports except for rodeo. So it kind of chose me. I got away from it a little while playing sports, got really competitive, and then it was kind of like, okay, where do I go next? And rodeo was always the answer.
So do you think it's pretty competitive, rodeo?
Yeah, especially once you get to like the professional level. It's a lot. It can be a lot.
Well, I did creep on your Instagram and your TikTok and stuff, and you can stay on a bull, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's rodeos or bull riding especially is such a like roller coaster. I say, just because you can do everything right, and that bull does one thing out of line and you're off.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you can see a bull 10 times and then the 11th time they do something different. So there's no set trail, there's no set trap. You can get on them and go, oh, I know I'm gonna ride this sucker. I rode him 5 times, and the 6th time he does something different. So you just gotta train your body to react accordingly.
So do you think after a while you get to know the bulls and kind of their tendencies? I mean, obviously, like you said, there always could be that one-off, but do you feel like you get to know them a little bit?
Yeah, when you follow the same tour around, you see a lot of them, and you kind of know they have a set pattern or just a way about them, and you can go from there.
Do you think this is like a long-term career for you?
I'm not sure it's a long-term career for anybody.
I don't. That was kind of my question.
Yeah, no, you can do it. I'd say into your 30s, but the goal is make your living at it while you're young and your body can handle it, and let that set you up. So once you're done bull riding or your body can't do it anymore, you can go on about your business. But it's a young man's game. There's a handful of guys that do it into their 40s and 50s, but that's very, very rare.
Very rare.
It's probably the most physically demanding sport that there is, and I've learned that firsthand, sadly.
Do you think that you're going to be $1 million bull rider, Wyatt?
I sure hope so. I'm not
You're
doing this
working
to
on
be
it?
a 40,000 bull rider.
$40,000 bull rider. What would you say your goal is in bull riding? Like, where are your plans?
Shoot, my plans really, I think for me, it's always been like I want to be bigger than just like my career and the sport. I know a lot of people that come into rodeo that didn't have the opportunities or maybe not the money or the parents or however it might be that could have been great. You know what I mean? Had a lot of just pure talent and could never go anywhere because of funds or whatever it might be. So obviously I want to have a very successful career myself, but kind of once that's over, I want to start like a school or like just a program to where kids that don't have as much opportunity can come and get better and learn, and it kind of gives them like a way out, you know. Because if
Absolutely.
you've got the talent, you
But
can
not the
go.
resources. You can only go so far.
Yeah, and if you've got help and the resources, these kids have the talent where they can go make themselves a good living. And the main difference between rodeo and everything else is I don't go to a 9 to 5. You know, I don't wake up on Monday and go, I got to go to work till Friday. My work is when I show up to the bull ridings or the rodeos until I get home. Which that's what's cool is you kind of make your own schedule, but at the same time, when it's not going good, it's not going
It's not
good.
going good.
Yeah.
So you show up to an arena on Friday night and you're here till what? Sunday morning?
It just depends. Like these bulls, bends, and barrels, I come to them early and help out and do some things. So I'm here a lot longer than I would a normal. There's times throughout the summer, heck, I'll show up at 5 o'clock on a Saturday, ride, and I'm gone by 9 o'clock, and we're back on the road headed to another one.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you only work with bulls, bands, and barrels, or do you work with other rodeos?
No,
as well?
I go all over the place. So it's like rodeo's kind of confusing because there's a million different associations, and they don't work together, but it's like you see all the same people and a lot of the same bulls, and so I mean I go to PBRs, PRCA, BOA, BBB. There's a million of them.
What do you think is different from the bulls, bands, and barrels event aside from the other ones?
I tell everybody here this is the most fun you can have with clothes on.
Oh my God,
There
today.
ain't a whole lot more you can do with clothes on. That's more fun than these.
Okay, period.
Just the atmosphere, the concert afterwards. I mean, these things are just insane.
They are. It's really fun, and the atmosphere. The people here that I've met have all been really nice. And
Yeah.
like, it's a very much family environment.
Yeah, once you get in, it's like a big family that just travels around, and they take care of me, and I love coming to their events because they're a blast.
Who's your where do you get your support from outside of like these people?
Mostly my family. You know, they've known since I was young this is what I was going to do, so they've always supported me in that way. But I think a lot of it's myself too. You know, I'm the kind of person where if I set goals and set things I want to do, I'm gonna go do them.
Honey, he's gonna do it or die.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
do it or die.
There isn't any half-ass in me, and I've
Full ass.
never been that way. So it's one of those things, especially doing it for a living. You know, if I don't go ride and stay on, I got bills to pay,
Honey, them bills ain't getting paid.
and they ain't getting paid.
They ain't getting paid.
And I tell you this, I don't like going to work. I like riding bulls.
He likes to ride a bull.
So,
He likes to ride a bull.
you know, it's a lot easier to stay on for 8 seconds than go to work all week, and pays a lot better too.
What's the longest you've ever stayed on a bull? Do you know right off?
It's kind of a trick question because you only got to stay on them for 8 seconds.
I know, but you was really on. The videos that I seen of you, you was riding them bulls.
Well, I make it look easy sometimes, and other times I
I mean,
make it
honestly,
look
I
like
think I could do it.
an acrobatic train wreck sometimes too. So
Well, yeah.
that's part of it. I don't know. I think I always tell people anything under 8 seconds doesn't count. Anything over 8 seconds doesn't matter. So pretend the judges, when they're watching, as soon as that stopwatch hit 8, they turn their head.
Really?
I mean, that they don't, but like anything after that 8-second mark, they're not judging you. It's from 0 to 8. That's all that matters.
Okay. Do you have any kind of like pre-ride ritual, or like what's going through your head when you're fixing to get on these bulls? What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Yeah, so like getting ready in the locker room and stuff, I'd stretch a lot because I'm not as limber as I once was, which is pretty funny saying that as a 24-year-old young man.
You've been beat to death.
I've been thrown around a little bit, but I stretch a bunch and pray, most importantly. I think that kind of helps my mental game. I think, bull riding especially is more mental than physical.
Really?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Last year I rode all year with a torn PCL in my knee, which is not fun.
No.
Your knee joint's loose, pretty
Yeah.
much. And I won more money last year than I have in years before and had half a knee. So it's all
Won't he do it?
in between the ears.
Yeah.
If you can tell yourself I can go out there and do it and you have the confidence to believe it, don't get me wrong, it's not going to work out that way every time.
And what I've learned about you, Wyatt Riddle, is that you've got some confidence about you.
Yeah, I think comes with the job title.
Comes with the job. What do you think makes a good cowboy? Is it that confidence?
I don't know about cowboy because too much confidence gets you in some bad situations.
Okay, true.
But I think it helps for dang sure. Being confident is like, I think in life a good thing.
Yeah. It will. You have to. You have to be confident a little bit. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah, and I think, the way you carry yourself, like you walk in a room like you own it and everybody's like, this guy knows something I don't.
Okay, period.
At least that's the way I see
Thank
it.
you for that life advice. That's really good.
Maybe people look at me like, who's this guy I think he is? But I think it's just like bull riding, when you work as hard as I do at it, I mean, it's what I think about from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. And I
And
go
that's
to,
it. That's all you think about.
yeah, mostly. We'll say that. But
We've had a lot of conversations since I've been here in Lexington this weekend about White's woman problems. And he's got a lot of them, it feels like.
hey, okay, well, I try my best, okay? But 2026 is a lot different time period than years past, right?
Listen,
And-
I've been out of the dating game for 12 years.
And by golly, do I wish I was with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honey, what are you looking for in a woman, Wyatt?
at this point, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure where to start, where to finish. It's just, we've came so far. I wish we could go back to pay phones, and I'd have my little quarter out and my little Betsy Lou across town, and we would just be loving it up.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that you might be looking for love in all the wrong places?
Most of the time, I'm not looking. I think that's the issue. Is like I don't go
It finds
looking
you.
for it, and it finds me. But the kind that finds me is not been the right kind so far.
They're not matching up.
No, but there's still hope.
Well, yeah, you're only 24. I
Right.
mean,
I'm not getting any younger though.
that's true. You'll look up and you'll be 30.
Yeah,
You'll be 30.
I'm scared for that. But I mean, tomorrow's a new day. It's just hard with what I do for a living. That's
You
one thing.
travel a lot. I'd say that's hard.
People see bull riders and they go, "Oh my gosh, that must be so fun. You're like a rock star. You travel all the time and this
See,
and
it would
that."
worry me to death. I could never be with a man that rode bulls because I would be worried to death.
Yeah, and maybe not the worrying part, but on the outside looking in, girls are like, "Oh my gosh, I would love to be with a bull rider. That sounds so fun. I could travel with them every weekend and we could just live it up." But that
Don't
is
stress
not
me
how
out.
it goes, honey.
Honey, it is not. He said, "You're not traveling with me."
It doesn't. It doesn't
Who do
work
you
that
travel
way.
with? Or do you travel by yourself, or how do you usually get around?
I've got a couple traveling partners, Quincy McDonald and Sage Vance. We go together quite a bit, and
Or they like you all meet up in Oklahoma somewhere and kind of ride around together.
Quincy lives in Oklahoma. Sage just moved to Missouri, but there's no like rodeoing. It don't matter if you're 3 states away or 6 states away or next door. You're going to see them.
Yeah.
So it's nice going with somebody because you can share the drive.
Yeah.
Driving gets old.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody else that's like-minded that builds you up and you build
Oh,
them
for
up.
sure. I definitely enjoy being around other creators and people that do what I do for a living because it's like you just feed off that energy.
Yeah, and especially like them guys, I'm really particular about who I travel with because you got to have a good mindset. If you're around somebody that when they fall off, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that bull was this or that," or versus somebody that's like,
better
"I
get
got to
my
be
act
better."
together. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to be better, and then you make a good ride, and they're building you up, and then it helps them too. So They say it's like the quote, iron sharpens iron. And it's
Mhm.
like kind of cliche and funny to think about. But, if you hang around two winners, you're going to be the third. You hang around two losers,
You
by
might
God,
be
I know
one
what you're
good,
going to be
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, you are who you hang out with, for
Hmm.
sure. That's what my mom always told me. So you've traveled all over the country bull riding. Is there a specific arena that you like to go to, or a state that you like to travel to or be in?
Um, I don't know. I get that question a lot. Like, what's my favorite place to go to? And it's really hard to pick just one out. I've been all over the place. Arizona has a really cool arena out there in Tombstone. Um, there was one in Missouri, and I think Sedalia. It's like a bowl in a dome, and down in the bottom of it, and that place was sold out. So many people, they were like standing at the openings where you walk down the stairs, looking in, trying to get a spot.
Really?
And I ended up winning that bull ride, and it was the most insane thing. They had the lights off right before the bull ride, and everybody had their flashlights out, and it was wild as it gets.
God, I bet that's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, but the bulls, bands, and barrels, like week before last, I was getting ready to get on my short round bull in Louisiana. They started playing Louisiana Saturday night with all the lights off, and that place was rocking.
I'd say it was.
And you want to talk about getting worked up, getting ready to ride? That'll do it for you.
Do you listen to anything
I listen to everything. Everything.
before you're ready to ride?
Yeah, normally it's like divorced dad rock. That's what I get into.
You know, honestly, that adds up.
Yeah,
adds up.
or some dirty rap music, but mix it up.
Mix it up, switch it up. You got to. So you're from Ohio. You moved to Oklahoma. There's not an arena that kind of feels like home, or a place that kind of feels like home, or like when you're traveling.
Not necessarily. My buddy Quincy, I told you about, he's got an arena he bucks bulls at. We're up there, shoot every week bucking bulls.
Is that in Oklahoma?
Yeah. So that kind of feels like home. If I'm feeling good and want to get on some practice bulls and need to get some things fixed, I'll call Quincy and we'll buck some bulls and just work on it.
That's good. That's good that you have that friendship.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Is a lot of people's like, how do you practice for bull riding? And we do get on practice bulls, which are like not quite the bulls you get on in competition, but like for me, being at the level I'm at, the bulls I get on for competition really buck compared to most.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong, I have some days where I get some easier bulls or whatever, but like the level of bulls I get on would be like amateur rodeo bulls.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my practice bulls, and so they're just a little bit slower, just a tick slower, allow you to really work on your timing and whatever you might need.
Mm-hmm. Is there a moment where you were like, okay, I can do this for a living? And how old were you? What was going on?
Or like kind of like a defining moment where I was like,
where
yeah,
you're
this
like,
is
okay,
what
I
I
can
want to
actually
do.
do this.
Gosh, well, I don't know necessarily, because for me, I always knew like this is what I want to do. It's kind of funny, like you do a kindergarten time capsule, you open it when you graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I opened mine up and it said I want to be a professional bull rider.
Period. And he
So-
said, and I will.
And I am.
And I am.
So
And I will continue to be.
Yeah. There's been some times where it was like, I can think of one specifically. I was up in Minnesota at a bull riding. Pretty funny you bring up the girl problems too. I just broke up with my girlfriend the day before.
And I hate that for you.
Was driving to Minnesota, go up there, and the first bull I got on was a sweet sucker.
What's that mean?
Like real good to get on. He bucked, but like a rider friendly buck. So
Mhm.
like he looked like he was doing a lot, but it wasn't hard to ride necessarily if you're in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
And he was right there around the left, and I did. You know what spurring is? So like while the bull's bucking, you lift the leg and kick him. It just shows like you're in control.
Okay.
Like
period.
obviously I'm handling this.
Yeah.
He turned back around the left, and I did spur the heck out of him. And then the next night, stayed on another. I think I ended up winning second up there, and I did win a pile of money.
Okay, what kind of money is in bull riding? Because like I'm like maybe I should get on a bull and ride it. I'm trying to make some money.
I don't think I wouldn't recommend that. It just depends on where you're at. So
Like you think by the time that you're 30, you continue to do this, do you think that you could be a $1 million, $7 million bull rider?
I sure hope so. It just depends on where you're at. Like
Don't forget about me if you become a millionaire.
Oh, I won't. Trust me, I will throw you a little. Well, we got to get you that camper. I know we talked about.
Listen,
We're back on that camper
I'll show it
again,
to you
but-
on Marketplace when we get
Okay,
off here.
Okay. But like there's the American Rodeo, which pays like a slot machine. I think just the event title pays $100,000. PBR, if you win the world in the PBR, pays you $1 million.
Really?
Most of the guys so like if you win the PRCA, if you average that out, they probably win, I don't know, 800,000, 900,000
That's a lot of money.
in a year.
Is it hard to get to that?
Yeah, I mean that's the best of the best right there. So that's the top 15 in the world.
Wow.
The top 15 in the world are making 200,000 to a million, million and a half.
That's pretty good.
That's just off earnings though. So like you got to think, once you get riding really good, you're getting sponsors and
Sponsorships.
endorsements, and I think that's where you make like your retirement money.
What's
you
your
know?
dream sponsorship or
Dream
endorsement?
sponsorship? Probably Wrangler.
Really?
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Just because like
It's
I'm
classic.
I'm a blue rider, but I'm a cowboy. At the end
Honey,
of the
he's
day,
a cowboy.
I'm a dirty, rotten cowboy.
baby.
That's what it is. So I don't think it gets much better than that. But
Wrangler.
yeah, so those guys kind of, I think, pay like your retirement money if you do
Yeah.
it right. Obviously, not everybody does it right. But for me,
He's trying to do it right.
I'm trying to put my brain to work and save up so when I'm crippled and can't ride bulls anymore, I don't have to get up and go to work.
I don't blame you.
I can
You
look.
might really be crippled by the time you're 30.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past me.
What's the scariest moment you've ever had bull riding? Have you ever got really, really hurt or like fell off and been like, oh shit, I'm about to go down?
Yeah, I mean, I've broken my leg. That one hurt real good. Real good.
What part of your leg did you break?
Down by my ankle.
Ooh.
Like the main bone. It's your tibia and fibia, one of those. That one I felt as soon as I landed, the bull's back feet come down on it, and I felt it go pop. And what's funny is like I've got a pretty high pain tolerance, so I crawled like to the bucking chutes, and they were telling me like get up and get out of the arena, and I was like my legs broke, so maybe a hand would be pretty nice, if I could get some help getting out of here. And then the EMTs come over afterwards, and they're like, what can we do for you? And I was like, well, I broke my leg. They're like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And they took my boot off and looked, and they went, oh, yeah.
That's broke.
What can we do for you? And I was like,
Probably take me to the hospital, dude.
well, I just told them, I was like, well, just grab my stuff right there because I had like my vest and my chaps. So I just grabbed that, and then somebody give me a hand so I can get to my gear bag, and we made her out. But I've done that, tore my tricep, tore my PCL in my knee, broken an arm, broken a million different things.
Really?
Yeah. Broken bones are window
Common.
dressing, really.
I noticed when you all are riding that you have some kind of gear on.
Yeah.
So you have like the chaps.
Yep.
And then a vest.
Yep. And a helmet.
And how does that help protect you?
So the chaps are more so for looks, but they do help. Like if you get stepped on, it's leather, so the feet aren't gonna like pierce through your skin or nothing like that. But the vest is like the main thing. The vest is your lifesaver. It's got half of them got Kevlar, like really thick foam. So the difference between a bull's back foot that weighs 1,600 pounds stepping on your bare body, you're probably not going to make it through that.
Right.
Where that vest just helps distribute the blow. And then a helmet's really important too. There's still a lot of people like, don't get me wrong, I think somebody that gets on in a hat and cowboys up is the coolest thing. But my pretty face cannot be
I mean, his
damaged.
pretty face, he cannot.
I can't
hurt it.
risk
Look
that.
at it. I mean, look into the camera. Look at him. Show him.
If bull riding doesn't work out, this is what I've got.
This is what he's got to work with.
Which might not be much, but it's what I got.
That's
So
what he's got. That's
we're
what
working
he's
with it.
got. Well, gosh, so you've broken your arm and your leg and all kinds of other stuff.
yeah, the injuries they're bound
so
to happen.
what motivates you to get back up and get back on that after you've done broke your leg and your arm and everything else?
It's just in your blood, I think. Once you've been around it long enough, there is no better feeling than stepping off a bull that you know was just bucking and you rode the heck out of, and you get off in front of 10, 15,000 people.
Adrenaline.
It's a feeling worse than any drug you've ever had. And I don't do drugs.
You're on it. He said, I don't do drugs.
I don't need none of that. I've got the best one there is, and that's staying on bucking bulls.
Amen. I love to hear it.
Yeah, it's you can't describe it if you've never felt it. Like even people that just, I want to get on a bull for my first time, and they get on one, they're like, I've never felt anything like that before. I'm like, yeah, and you lasted a jump and a half. Imagine if you stayed on for 8 seconds in front of 15,000 people.
God. So what's going through your mind when you're on the bull? Are you just like literally focused on just staying on there?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the ride, but like once you've rode enough, you kind of know like, oh, I'm a little behind. I need to catch back up. Or if you're making a really good ride, you're like, this is it. This feels great. So you're kind of just, they say if you think you're too late because your body's reacting naturally at that point in time. But for me, it's like, I know, oh, I'm a touch behind. I got to make a big move to catch up. My body's already doing it, but I'm thinking it. But when you're making a good ride, you know it. When you're behind, you know it.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
You think it messes with you?
I don't think
motivates
so.
you?
I think motivate. There was one 2 weeks ago I got on that kind of hit and blew straight up in the air. And I remember telling myself I've got to shove my hips and my knees or I'm not going to have a facelift because he was trying to pull me down on top of his head. Oh, no. Yeah.
You've talked about your dad a lot and how he was a bull rider. How long was he in it? What was his career like?
He rode, I want to say 15 or 16 years professionally.
Really?
Which was a different time back then. Now it's more so like an athlete's thing, which not that it wasn't back then. They were athletes and it was still bull riding, but the sport has changed so much over the last 10
It's been
years.
taken more seriously, you think?
Yeah, and the bloodlines of the bulls have came a long way. They're breeding them to be athletes. I mean, these suckers go back 3 generations of rodeo bulls. And then on top of that, the riders, not everybody goes to the gym, but I go to the gym, I work out, I ride horses.
I'm a gym bro.
Yeah. You gotta be in shape. That's for dang sure. You don't have to go to the gym, but I think the more in shape you can be, the more it helps.
Yeah.
Just so the bulls are a lot more athletes than they used to be. Not that they didn't have bulls that buck back then. Everybody's like, oh, them bulls didn't buck nothing like the bulls we have today. They did, and there was some like that, just not as many. Nowadays, they're a dime a dozen that jump out there, kick, and turn back. Back then, you'd have 2 or 3 in there out of 50 that were the caliber that we have now. So it's a little different ball game, but at the end of the day, it was just the same thing,
Yeah.
You can't. It's just like the bulls get better and the riders are getting better.
Yeah, honey, you're bred to do it. I mean, it's in your blood.
That's what I tell people. It's in my blood. I didn't choose it. It chose me.
So he did it about 15 years. Was he about 30 when he quit?
It was when I was born, which would have been 2002, if you can believe that. So
I can.
It would have been, that was when he stopped riding. Would have been like 2003. So he was probably 29, 30, somewhere in there. But he broke his neck, which is why he stopped riding.
So your dad rode bulls for 15 years. You started doing it. How does he feel about it? Is he supportive, or is he kind of like, hey, just be careful?
My dad's always been supportive of it. Just because I think we're similar in a way of like, once you know the love that you have for that sport and it's in you, it's like you understand. I'm not gonna pull you off of it, And my mom, she really supports it too. She doesn't like watching necessarily. She likes seeing that I made a good ride. But she'll get squeamish if I get wrecked out or something, and I'll even try and show her a video, and she's like, I'm not watching that.
Well, when I was in Huntington, I don't know who, it was one of y'all's mamas, and she was sitting there, and I guess it was her son that went up, and he fell off, and I think he might have got stepped on a little bit, and like I could see, I was like, oh God, help her, Jesus.
Yeah.
But he ended up coming, he got off, and he come around to her, and he was like, I'm good, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being a mother and having a child that wanted to, my child. No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I think when you know the risk, and like my mom's watched my dad do it and get wrecked plumb out.
Yeah.
So she knows what can happen. It would be hard, but I think that's the decision we make. You only get one life. You might as well spend it doing something you love.
At least 15 years of it.
Yeah, as long as you can, I reckon.
So if bull riding doesn't work out, what are you gonna do? You said you have a welding degree?
Yeah. So I can go, which, like I tell you, I've trained horses throughout the week and rope, and and do stuff like that. So I'll never not have something to do.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I plan on making a good amount of money riding bulls, and training horses doesn't necessarily pay as good as that. So I could go inspect welds or be a welder and still make really dang good money, but I'm going to work a lot harder for it than I would just riding bulls.
Yeah.
But I don't really think of it as like, oh, if this doesn't work out,
He's like, this is working.
Yeah, this is what I got.
He's like, I'm not welding no damn pipe.
That's right.
I will not weld a pipe.
I don't want to crawl around a ditch and get muddy and
that don't sound like no fun.
Burn myself up.
I think I'd rather get on a big ass bull and ride the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe fall off, break a leg or two.
Yeah, well, it comes with it.
Takes all kinds of.
Are we gonna get you to pet one? Are you gonna come pet one?
If it's not mean.
Well, there's some nice ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pet it. I'll talk to it.
Okay, you just gotta sweeten it up a little bit.
And I will. I'm not gonna pet it. I'm gonna like, can I pet you?
I'm not sure they're gonna answer you, but we could try.
Do you get more nervous at events like this or at a pro rodeo event?
For me, it's not necessarily all the same. I mean, obviously the crowds are different and everything else, but I try to look at it as like it's my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is what I do. So
Mm-hmm.
when I step over that bar and get down in that buck and shoot, it's the same thing. You know, all that noise cuts out,
Really?
and it's me and the bull. Which, don't get me wrong, when you're standing in front of 15,000 people in a stadium that's packed as high as you can see, there's some nerves there. Anybody tells you there's not's lying to you.
Yeah.
You know, but I think when you've done it as long as I have and kind of prepared yourself for that moment,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is for me. Is like that's the moment I've trained for. You know, that's the moment I want to be in when all the pressure's on and all the people are watching. That's what I do it for.
Let me ask you this. So when you're fixing to get on the bull, are you like on it when they open the gate, or are you kind of like hovering over it, and like as soon as they open the gate, you go down, or how's it work?
No. So as soon as like, I'll give you a step by step. So like they
I'd love a
load the
step by
bulls.
step.
They load the bulls in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in these alleys before the bucking shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your bull rope on them, and they put a flank rope on them back there. Then they run them in the buck and shoot, shut the slides, and then at that point in time, you can get on them and you sit down on them. So you're not hovering over them. If you're hovering over them, it's worse because they only feel you now and then. You know what I mean?
And they don't really know where you're at.
Yeah. But if you're sitting on them and there's pressure on them, they know exactly where you're at. And, you know, they go up and down the road too. They're trained to do this just as well as we are. So they understand, like, okay.
Once it opens, it's on.
Yeah.
You better hold on, bitch.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So when you're sitting on them, you heat your rope up. We use rosin, which is like sticky kind of gummy substance, and wrap it around your hand. And then you slide up, and you want your hand, like you want to be sitting up on your rope. You want to be tied on it because that's what you're holding on with. So you want to be directly on it. And then they tighten the flank rope a little bit. So from the time you step over and sit down on them, you're on them until the chute gate opens and you fall off.
Now, do you ever just like jump off, or do you normally just like let them buck you off? Like if you're like you said after 8 seconds, it doesn't really matter. So do you ever just like jump
Like
off?
after the ride's over?
Yeah. Or do you just let them throw you off?
Well, there's kind of like ways to get off. So like if a bull is bucking really hard, you don't have to try real hard to get off of them. They're going to throw you off of them. But you can kind of time it to where if I lean to their back hip, when they kick, their hip's going to hit me and throw me away from them. But the bulls that don't buck real hard, you got to kind of lift your leg and throw your body off of them, or you'll land right next to them,
And they'll stomp you.
and they're going to step on you.
God
They're going to mash you up.
God almighty.
But you kind of learn that as it goes. I don't worry too much about getting off. I worry about staying on them.
I mean,
They don't-
as you should.
They don't
That's
pay you. They don't pay you to get off.
They
of
don't
them.
pay you to jump off, and they don't.
They also don't pay you to get wrecked out. So
And they don't. What is has there been a moment where you're like an all-time high? You're like, this is awesome. Like whether you won a competition or you stayed on some wild ass bull. Was there a moment like that where you're like, this is it right here? That
I think
sticks
that's
out to
I think
you?
that's every event. Not every event, but every time you stay on one, that feeling is like no other. I don't know. There's no good way to explain it unless you've experienced it, because it's like you can't understand, like, this bull can do whatever it wants. I can't. It can have the same trip 100 times, and that 101st is going to be different. So you've got to be just as good as they are. on any given day. So when you master that with the work you put in and it pays off at the right time, I love it just as much. Like making a good bull ride in a practice pen in front of 2 people feels just as good to me as it does in front of 10,000. Don't get me wrong, in front of 10,000 people is a lot more cool.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
cool.
feels a lot better.
Pretty cool.
Probably pays the bills a lot better than the practice
Yeah.
pen too. But just the feeling of making a good bull ride, I think, is what keeps us all coming
All
back.
going. It's
Yeah.
a high. It's a drug.
Yeah,
I
I
think
wish
I think you might be on drugs.
it is a drug in a way. I've done some wild stuff in my time, if you can't tell. I've been skydiving and swam with sharks.
Are you a daredevil?
I guess so. I
You
guess
think
that's what
most
they
bull
call it.
riders are?
Maybe so. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely wired a little different.
What's the wildest thing you ever done outside of bull riding?
Legally?
Sure. I would like to hear about the illegal stuff too.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't know. Skydiving and swimming with sharks was pretty wild.
Where did you skydive at?
Hawaii.
Oh, that's kind of sounds cool. A
Oh,
little bit. I don't think
it
I
was
could do it.
amazing. It was amazing. See, here's what I tell you. If anybody's thinking about skydiving, the scariest part is right before you jump. And then you jump and you're like, what was I scared of? This is the most fun thing I've ever done. It's a blast. Which, granted, I'm pretty lucky. Like, doing it in Hawaii with the views and all that was insane.
That is pretty cool.
But I would go do it here in Kentucky.
Anywhere.
Yeah. It's just a rush, and it's not the same, but gosh, it's a blast. The scariest part's plane ride up. Plane ride up, you're like,
I've never been on a plane.
you ever been on a plane?
No,
Girl,
I've never been on a plane.
you just drive everywhere?
I just don't go nowhere. Yeah.
You stay home, huh?
Well, you know, Dylan, my husband's a truck. He was a truck driver.
Okay.
He's gonna get us there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I need a truck driver myself.
Is there any women out there that has their CDL that also
CDL's not required, but
not required, but you've got to be able to drive a big old truck? What kind of truck do you have, Wyatt?
I don't even drive a truck.
What do you
I drive a car.
What kind of car?
Chevy Malibu.
He
Yeah,
said
you
I've got a
drive
gas
you
station.
drive as many miles as we do? You think I'm driving a truck everywhere?
Well, you're probably right.
Don't get me wrong. I've got a truck if I need it, but I ain't driving
He's
that
driving
sucker up and down the
Chevy
road.
Malibu, 22 miles a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, you won't pay for my diesel drive truck? By God, I'll drive one, but
You better be winning a competition.
that's right, every week.
So when I do see you out here showing up in these competitions in a big 2,500, I'll be like, oh, he's got a little bit of money.
Look at big money now over here
He's
driving
got
a
a
truck
little
to
bit
the
of
bull
money.
rides.
Yeah, I might need to go talk to him.
Yeah, no. I think, which, like, not all rodeo people can do it. If you've got horses and stuff, you got to drive a truck and trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That gets expensive. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah.
You got to have a full-time job just to get up and down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, you better be winning to pay for getting up and down the road.
Amen.
That's where bull riders are lucky. We can take a little car, put our gear bags in the back, and we're gone, baby. On the road.
A little Chevy Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have never thought it.
It's pimped out, too. Tinted windows, fuzzy steering wheel.
Fuzzy steering wheel even. What kind of fuzz?
I don't know. It's just a black fuzzy steering wheel.
Is it like long or is it like sheep fuzz?
Well, it started like the lottery dolls.
Yeah.
It started like one of those, but now over the
It's worn out.
miles, it's kind of like a shaggy
How
little
many
sheep.
miles it got on it?
I'm almost to 150 now, and I bought it a little over a year ago with 60,000.
Golly.
So I put like 100,000 on it, and
You really are traveling.
Yeah.
So when you're home, what do your days look like? When you're not bull riding, what do your days look like?
It just depends on the day, but normally I ride horses just about every day, weather permitting. I'm a fair weather cowboy. You ain't gonna catch me out there in the freezing cold unless I gotta be. Yeah, the rain, the mud. I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's stuff to be done, I'll make it work.
He'll do it. He will get it done.
But I'm on a horse most every day. I love riding horses.
I've never
Love
rode a
riding
horse.
horses.
Well, I have one time my uncle had horses growing up, and he kind of like led it around on the farm, but I've never like actually rode a horse.
Yeah, we can get you fixed up on that too.
Don't
Right.
tempt me with a good time.
Riding horses is
They're just so big.
well, nothing good, small.
You know, and you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Go big or go home.
Right. No, horses are amazing. They'll teach you a lot about yourself you don't know.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a certain breed? Because there are a lot of different breeds.
Quarter horses.
Quarter
yeah,
horses.
like quarter horses and ranch horses.
So, I used to work in produce. I had a little store where I sold produce, and I would buy off the Amish, and they had these huge.
Yeah, they're like gated horses, aren't they?
I don't know, them some big sons of bitches.
Yeah, them and Clydesdales, I'm sure.
Clydesdales.
Yeah.
That's what it was, a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
They would pull them trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Big old horse.
Yeah, them things are wild. Some of the stuff that Amish have their horses do is nuts. They get them
Really?
suckers trained good.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, is there any Amish out in Oklahoma?
I'm sure there's some, but
I know there are in Ohio.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's a bunch in Iowa, too. I go rodeo up there a bunch.
Really? See, I've never been to Missouri, Iowa, Oklahoma. I've never been out that way.
You really do stay home, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to travel more. I got to get my camper.
I know. Once you get this camper, you got a lot of places to see and do.
I'm hoping that we can work something out and I can come to Ridgedale. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah. Ridgedale's
Ridgedale?
going to be awesome.
Yeah, Hunter was telling me last night about the Ozarks, and that sounds like some fun.
Last year was wild and out now. It was pouring down rain. They didn't
We're
care.
still having a good time.
Oh, we're partying.
We're partying.
Yeah,
Family
was
friendly, though.
Wild. Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
For the sake of the podcast, yes.
Yeah.
Come see for yourself.
But he said it was really pretty out there. Have you been out there?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. That whole place, the venue that place is at is off the hook.
Yeah, I'm trying to come. I looked it up. It's like 9 hours from here.
Really?
It's not
It's
too
kind of a
bad.
ways. It's not
I just
terrible.
have a toddler that does not like being in the car.
Oof. Well, if you get that camper,
I can't let her run around the camper while we're going down the road.
who says?
I think maybe CPS, the law, state police.
well. Yeah.
My mother for sure.
Rules are made to be broken.
You know, I do live by that too.
Mm-hmm.
I do live by. You ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Dang right. Dang right. No, I had something else I was going to tell you too. Maybe about the Amish or something. Oh yeah, yeah. We was talking about how they got their horses are trained so well.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine how good my horses would be trained if I didn't have a telephone or TV.
Oh yeah, you stay on that phone.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do.
I'll be having them horses working nice now.
He said them horses would be trained today.
Mm-hmm. Which, don't get me wrong, most of the time when I'm on them horses, I don't really fool around on my phone much. But sometimes I got to make a little TikTok or two.
He's got to make a video.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to make a video.
Because if you didn't video it, it didn't happen.
And that's on God.
Mm-hmm.
On God.
Nowadays, at least.
For sure nowadays.
Which is also probably why I have my woman problems. But
Would you like to elaborate on your woman problems? Because you know I love gossip. I love drama.
where do I start?
Go ahead.
Where do I
Anywhere.
start?
We'll start anywhere you would like.
I'm just gonna put this out there for all the guys that listen to this. If a girl tells you that she is too busy and she just got a lot going on, in 3 to 6 weeks she's gonna be with another man. That's plain and simple.
I think you might be looking for love in all the wrong places.
I think the wrong people is the trick, but
We're going to have to find you a woman, Wyatt.
no, I know. I try.
Maybe we should start a series, Finding Wyatt a Woman.
Oh gosh, I did a strangers photo shoot one time.
I did see that. It was viral on
Yeah, you saw
TikTok.
it. It was wild and out, and that was a lot of fun.
I would say so.
But you can only do so many of those before it's like, okay, we're tired of seeing this guy. I
Yeah.
mean, settle down.
We need somebody else.
Yeah.
Next.
Mm-hmm.
Next. I think we should start a series, looking for love. Looking for a woman for Wyatt.
Like a Western romance.
Wyatt's Western romance.
Oh gosh.
I do love matchmaking, so
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know any girls that are your age.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem. I think when you go matchmaking, it ain't gonna work.
Are you into older girls?
Hmm?
He said, I'm into any kind of girl. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah. No, here's the problem. I think is the girls my age. Like, if you're good looking at all, and you have social media, you've got 100 guys telling you, "Girl, you're switched on," you know, which is great. That's fine. But like for me, I'm the kind of guy like. If you got all these guys telling you look good and you're going to use that against me, by God, go treat them how you treat me.
He said, I won't have it.
That's cool. See ya.
Later, tater.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, crocodile.
So it's hard to find a happy medium of like, I like really pretty girls. I've got a type.
Okay, well, what is that type? I'm interested to know.
Good looking?
No
Pretty
specific
eyes?
qualities.
I don't think so. No, I think a pretty girl's a pretty girl.
Okay.
I think if you're good looking, you're good looking, and that's just it.
Okay.
I don't think hair or eye color has anything to do with it.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, there has been some accusations that I'm into blondes, okay?
They'll accuse you of anything these
Yeah,
days. They will.
Yeah, accusations for a reason.
There's no truth in them.
So I think a pretty girl's a pretty girl, which most of them nowadays, gosh, I don't know where
He
to
said
start.
they're all pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
3 out of 5.
It's finding the pretty on the inside that matters.
Pretty is as pretty does, and ugly's to the bone. That's what my granny grew up telling me. She's
I
like,
like
you
that.
can be as pretty as you want to be, but if you don't act pretty, you're ugly as sin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of the reason. I think that makes somebody more attractive too when they're like a really good person. You know, you can be a 7, but you act like just the sweetest soul, and I'm putting you up there in that 8 or 9 mark.
He's 10 out of 10, an angel sent straight down from heaven.
It's just like your accent, like growing up, being born right outside Nashville. Oh gosh, if a girl that I'm talking to or interested in has that little bit of Southern twang,
You like a Southern accent. I will say it has got me very far in life.
exactly.
It really does give me
what
some brownie points sometimes. I'm like, honey, how are you? You doing okay today?
Feels like I'm home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just walked in the door. Mom's got supper ready. Here I am.
Oh,
You gotta
gosh.
appreciate it.
You do. See, I don't like accents.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of people like English accents.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
I can't, and this is so mean to me, and I don't mean it mean, but like I don't like shows where they have English accents, or like any kind of accent, and that's so mean to me because I have such a bad accent.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I love accents.
Really?
I just like, which I've traveled a lot, obviously, and like been to Hawaii. My family's got a farm out there, so I spend a lot of time out there. And you'd think I'm a dirty South redneck when I go there. They
And
look
you
at me
are?
like, "Oh my gosh, where are you from?" I'm like, I don't feel like my accent's that bad.
You don't have like a Southern. I mean, maybe you do have a little bit of a Southern accent.
Mine's confused. I think
You're.
it's not sure where we're from.
It ain't sure. It can't tell.
Trying to find a home.
Yeah. He's looking for love in all the wrong
We're
places.
We're fostering. No, so like out there, they're like, look at me like I'm not. What'd you say? And I'm like, if y'all think I'm bad, I
You
got
should
some
see when
folks
I
back
leave.
home
Yeah.
that y'all wouldn't be able to speak English to.
I got on the phone with a car dealer the other day, and he immediately was like, I love your accent. I was like, are you trying to con me right now? I was like, don't compliment me.
Oh, you're gonna sweeten me up.
You're trying to butter me up, buddy. You've got the wrong
Yeah.
one.
Watch your mouth. What's the price?
Exactly.
Okay, now tell me how good we can do, because that ain't what I'm paying.
I'm not paying that. I will leave right here today. I will get up from this table.
And they'll get you. Next thing you know, here's a piece of paper, sign here, and
They're
you're
not
up.
getting me. I'll not be got.
Yeah.
I'll walk right out of there.
See, I'm a fool. I'm too nice.
You're young. Something happens, and I hate to tell you this, and maybe somebody else can agree here, but when you turn 25, something happens to your 25, 26, something happens to your brain. Are you all 25 or 26? How old are you all? 31. Don't you agree when you're like 25, 26, 27, something happens where you're like,
Well, they say
damn.
your frontal lobe fully develops at 25.
Maybe that's what it is. Do you feel that way? Because after I turned 25, I was like, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks.
Well, I don't do that now.
You really won't.
But I think I do understand what you're saying, though. Which I've also done a lot more living than most 24-year-olds. I feel like
Oh, you've lived a lot of life. You have traveled a lot. You've
Yeah.
traveled a lot. You've been a lot of places.
too many.
Too many.
Some places I wouldn't go back.
He said, I'm not going back. You will not see me there, not no more.
Nope. But that's part of life. You
That is
gotta
part
gotta
of it.
be some places you don't want to be to understand why you don't want to be there.
You've got to learn. That's all.
I
That's all. It's a
have
big lesson.
question for you.
I love a question.
What do you think has changed the most about your life being on like your social media journey? Like compared to just like before all this, you're just normal old Katie Combs, and now you're like, hey, honey, this is a big deal.
Oh, shut up. Don't give me a big head. Don't give me a big head. Nothing's really changed. I mean, I'm still the same person. I have a lot less privacy. And I think that I have a little bit more anxiety because, I mean, anytime I go out, like people stop me, then I'm like, I feel like a lot of times I overcompensate because I don't want anybody to think that I'm being rude or stuck up.
Right.
Um,
Well, you feel like I kind of understand that in a way because like you feel like you owe it to them to like
yeah, because
sit there and
without
talk.
like my followers and stuff, like I wouldn't have a platform. I
Right.
wouldn't be able to do what I do because literally, I I had a business. I closed my business. I immediately got pregnant, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have a baby. Like, this is going to be my life. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. And I started making videos, and I would have never have guessed that this is where I would be in
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. You know.
I kind of understand that in a way because like as like a competitor and once you get up and kind of have a name for yourself, it's like the fans make this deal go around at the end of the day. So it's like riding bulls and spending time with fans and people afterwards is like you feel like you owe it to them to like I'm gonna sit here and talk to y'all until there's no more, which can be exhausting, especially like as a competitor. If you got a bad day at a podcast, big deal. Not that it doesn't take a drain on you mentally, but like for me, if I go out there and get thrown around and ride like shit and don't get a paycheck, and then got to come up here and talk to 50 different people about
you're not in a good mood.
No,
you're not feeling it.
No, but I think
that's just being human.
Yeah, and honestly, to be like, I think talking to them makes it better for me.
Because I think talking to people that are fans or followers or whatever you want to call them, it really restores my faith in humanity. Like, there's a lot of good people out there. People have been so good to me.
Yeah, just as many, there is, the world we live in today is not as great as it once was, we all know, but there is plenty of good still left in the world.
Absolutely. And you see that when you really get out and you really live life and you get off your damn phone.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'll tell you one thing that was super cool that happened to me. I was on a plane coming from Oklahoma to Ohio, maybe, or I don't remember. I've been on so many, it's hard to tell where I was coming or going from. But I love a good conversation with a stranger.
Me too.
And I sat next to this woman. I can't remember her name, but we had just the best conversation about life and goals. And I think more so for me, I like talking to older folks that like, when you were growing up, what did you want to do? What was your goals? How did that fare with your life? Where did you end up, And it's cool to see, like, older people that have had some big goals or big dreams and they didn't work out, but they found a new direction and still chose to make the most of it. So, like, that conversation in particular was like, I left that plane in that airport feeling like it's all going to work out.
And it will. I'm a firm believer in all that you go through in life teaches you something for wherever you're supposed to be next. So, I mean, I'm sure just like anybody else, you've had times where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, what am I doing? And I feel like you're just learning a lesson. Yeah,
for sure. And, me, I think having my faith in the Lord, I think that's a big thing. I think He'll show you right where you need to be. And you can fight it. And I've tried to fight it unintentionally. Thought, I want to go over here, and this is what I want to do.
Wrong.
And He went, over here, little buddy.
Well, in my experience, I feel like the Lord's put really good people in my life. And just like, I come to the Huntington show off a whim, and I met with Hunter last night. Hunter's so nice. Like, it feels like family now.
Yeah.
And I feel like He just kind of puts people in your path and definitely leads you and guides you. I'm a firm believer in that.
Oh, yeah. Like,
I do a lot of praying.
Oh, me too. Which, I mean, with what I do for a living, I think you better.
Same. I feel like what I do for a living, like, people can get caught up in certain things, and I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, that's another thing is, like, obviously I have, not near as much as you, young lady on TikTok, but I've got some followers, a little bit. And I think it's easy to get, like, a false perception of who you are, which I'm guilty of that in a way of where, like, people see my TikTok, and which I play into it a little bit, which is my own fault.
It's an entertainment.
I play into that, like, oh, I'm not necessarily a player, but like I got it going on, and we'll see what happens.
Surely not you.
No, I would never. You know what I'm saying, but so it's like you get that kind of persona about you, but like once you sit down and meet me, you're like, oh, this guy's really cool.
You're pretty cool.
He's sensible at least.
We hit it off
Maybe
pretty
not cool.
quick.
Yeah, but okay, this guy's sensible. I can sit here and talk to him and not want to slap him.
What keeps you grounded?
People bring me back down. I got plenty of people in my life that go, hey, young man.
Tone it down.
Get back down. You are not 6 foot tall.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I could probably be 6 foot in boots.
Probably.
That's all I'm going to answer that question with.
Probably. You probably could. The right ones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, these boots, I'm probably close.
Probably close.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Close enough.
In boots, I tell people my height in boots. That's all that matters.
6 foot.
That's when you're going to see
6 foot even.
If my boots are off, you're around me enough that it don't matter if I'm tall or not.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. I don't take no attitude except from the people that starts my jeans or take them off of me.
What kind of boots do you like to wear? Is there a specific brand that you like while you're riding, or just in general?
My riding boots are different than like my everyday wear boots. I wear lace-up boots to ride in.
Okay.
Just because number one, it's more comfortable.
Mhm.
Number two, if you break a leg or an ankle, they can just unlace them and they don't cut them off of you. Ask me how I know that.
Yeah, you've learned that lesson.
Mm-hmm. So, but like my everyday wear boots, like these are Olathes. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of like an old school boot company. These
What's
are
it called one
Stingray.
more time?
Olathe.
Olathe?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Which it's spelled Olathe.
Mhm.
But I ride in some, like ride horses and some horsepower boots. And I never tried them up until this pair I had, but I really like them.
Okay.
They've been
I'll
good
have
to me.
look Are they expensive? Mid
What do you consider expensive?
couple $100. I mean, what do I consider expensive? Like $700, $800.
For boots?
Yeah,
No, they're not that much.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think they were like $260 for them.
That's not bad. Not for boots.
No, which these are vintage. These are old.
He said vintage.
I'm into like thrift shopping and vintage boots and like old school stuff.
Do
You
you
know.
have a secret spot that you hit up at home?
Actually, the Goodwill in my parents' hometown has some heat in it for some reason.
What is your hometown in Ohio?
Wilmington.
Wilmington. Is that close to
It's-
Greenville?
I think that's like 2 hours.
Okay.
It's right in between Columbus, Cincinnati, and Dayton. Smack
Okay.
dab in the middle.
Okay. Well, I've went to a Goodwill in Ohio. I have some family up there, and I can't remember if they're in Greenville or Green something.
Greenview.
I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to ask my mama.
Mm.
But the Goodwill was banging. Like, it was color coded. Everything was organized so good.
It's the weirdest thing. You'll walk into, like, you wouldn't expect my hometown of Ohio to have like good Western stuff, you know. But I pulled some shirts out of that place that are some heat now.
Really? What was your best find?
I've got one that's like a blue checkered, like kind of off the wall, which I'm into like the old school colors and kind of wild, you know, if you can't tell.
Honey, little flares. Okay.
Yeah,
Little flare.
I like a little pop.
I don't blame, honey. I don't blame you. I love a pattern.
Exactly.
I love a pattern.
Exactly.
What do you think bull riding has taught you about life?
Oh gosh, so much, so much.
I mean,
It
can we
is.
narrow it down?
Yeah, I'll get into it. It's so. There's no other sport you can do that is so complete, dependent on yourself. If you don't do good, it's on you.
Yeah.
If you do great, it's on you. It
And
doesn't.
it's kind of like life.
Yeah, where like football players, they can go take a play off. Okay, nobody notices. If I take a play off, I'm getting hurt. You know, it's not going to work out well for me. So you cannot. There's no half-assing it. There is no any of that. It's 100%. You've got to be all in. And I think that's helped a lot in life because it's if you're just a half a step out, you're going to know. And that's helped me in life to where I don't do anything where it's just like, I might try this out. If I'm going to try it, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
If not, I'm not going to go for it.
Honey, he gives us all or nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's one of those things where you can put in all the work during the week and do everything right, and it still not work out.
When it comes right down to it.
And I think that's why it's so rewarding when you do good because you're not guaranteed anything.
Well, like you've talked about, like there's so much that's out of your hand.
Yeah.
In this sport, like if the bull is, whatever, it doesn't matter how much you've practiced.
Right. There's so many variables to it that you can, I compare it a lot to football or like even single person sports. It just, you can take a play off or you can take a minute off or you can time out. This is not one of them.
Honey, you've got 8 seconds. Did you watch the movie 8 Seconds growing up?
Oh yeah, loved it.
Lane Frost?
I've met his parents actually.
Really? That is the saddest movie.
But yeah, I've seen 8 Seconds a million times growing up. I think I wore a CD plumb out of it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
The DVD?
Yeah, but I met his parents in Oklahoma at a little rodeo down there. And his mom, the sweetest little old lady you'll ever meet.
Really?
Super nice. Sat there and talked to me for 15 minutes. And, I'm sure they get bothered all the time.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
yeah,
Especially at a rodeo or an event.
right.
Yeah.
And she was just as nice as could be. Would have sat there and talked to me all night if I wanted to. Super cool.
Oh, bless
Real
her
good people.
heart.
Which I think that's one thing, another thing I really love about rodeo is like, for the most part, is everybody kind of is cool with everybody.
Have you ever had like a crazy fan experience where you're like, whoa? Or have they all been pretty chill?
No, most everybody's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I would necessarily consider it like because of rodeo or like my TikTok or social media stuff. I've had some girls say some pretty wild things, but
You and them ladies, I'm telling you, you're a
Yeah.
ladies' man. You're slick.
yeah, smooth with a couple O's.
On top of the bull riding, are you trying to work on social media and putting yourself out there? Do you think that that is a vital part of you getting, say, sponsorships or those kind of opportunities?
The way I look at it is it's a tool, which obviously I'm sure you do too. But there's kind of two ways with bull riding you can go about it. You can either ride really good and not care about social media, or you can be really good at social media and it makes up for your riding. Obviously, I want to be the best bull rider I can be. At the end of the day, social media is whatever. You could take it all away, and I'm still a bull rider. I'm still going to ride horses every day. That's still going to be me. But it is a very good tool to help, like, these sponsors looking at guys go, this guy doesn't post anything, versus, like, okay, this guy, he rides really good, and he's proved he's got a following where he can post and make our brand look good. So I think it definitely helps. But it is a downfall in some ways too. I
Has
get
it-
a lot of slack from my social media sometimes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
From other bull riders?
Not necessarily. Well, maybe other bull riders. Yeah, kind of that. And I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's more just like poking fun.
Honey, we'll see who's laughing when you're at the top.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
That's what I
Period.
tell people too. It pays the bills. Okay.
It pays the bills.
Mm-hmm.
It pays the bills. And then bills have got to be paid. That's the thing about it.
They got to.
They will shut that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
They will shut it off.
Yeah, and taxes.
Listen, I just had to pay my taxes. Don't even get me started on paying taxes. It has pissed me off.
We hadn't found out a way to get over that yet. I hadn't really thought about that a whole lot.
What would you like?
If I could just
What
like
are your short-term goals right now?
short-term goals,
Mm-hmm.
get healthy. Number one. I'm sore. My body's a hurting.
Do you take creatine?
I have a 4. I don't really necessarily like creatine. Have you heard of peptides?
Yeah.
I've been taking some peptides.
What
I
kind
like
of
them.
peptides are you on?
It's called the Wolverine stack, which is like BPC and
Mm-hmm.
TB4.
I thought about taking. So I'm on a GLP-1, and I thought about taking the what is it?
BPC.
BPC with
Mm-hmm.
the GLP-1 because when you're on GLP-1, a lot of people talk about losing muscle,
Mm-hmm.
and that peptide helps you gain.
It helps
muscle.
repair your tissue, your
Yeah.
body tissue. It helps a bunch. When my PCL was all messed up, I could get on bulls, but like afterwards, like after the Bulls, Bands, and Barrels finals, I rode 2 bulls down there at their finals, and on the Sunday I drove home. I went to walk in the gas station afterwards, and I almost couldn't make it back out to my
Collapsed.
car because I hurt so bad. But those peptides in 3-4 days was back to not normal, obviously, but man, I was feeling good
Do you
compared to.
follow any kind of diet, or you just kind of eat whatever?
No, I probably should.
You should probably eat some protein.
I do. I eat pretty well. Not terrible, but these dang energy drinks, they get me.
I know y'all are on them
We're on them 0FGs.
zero FGs.
I will say they make me feel a lot better than some of them do.
Really?
Like some of like the Red Bulls or the Monsters, I'll
I
notice.
can't do Red Bull. It makes
Yeah.
me sick.
I'll just notice I don't feel as clear-minded
Really?
as I do on some of the other ones. But energy drinks are good.
Energy drinks are good. And you're on supplements. You take a lot of supplements. The
Not
Wolverine
really.
stack.
Yeah, just the peptides.
Just
Which
the-
that's just more so like I mean, if you're a bull rider, your body's
You might want to take some like fish oil or something. Loosen them joints up.
that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I've got some at the house. I just forget to take it. I'm bad
Yeah.
about taking stuff.
I am too. I have a so I work with Bluegrass Precision Wellness. They're a supplement company here out of Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like support packs. You can do like customized packs, and they're in little squares. So like when I travel, like I can just tear them off and throw them in my bag.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
it's all-
nice.
It's so convenient because I would forget.
Yeah.
I did forget. Like, I never was a supplement girly, really, until, like, it was so convenient.
And that's another thing, too, is like me being a bachelor, I live alone. Okay, you want me to cook, you want me to clean and do the laundry and take supplements?
He's doing his very best.
I'm begging for help here, okay?
He's looking for love.
Maybe.
And if you are also looking for love, you can find Wyatt on TikTok and Instagram. What is your handle? What is your social media handle?
They're all the Wyatt Riddle.
The
THE.
one and only Wyatt Riddle.
Fitting, isn't it?
It's very fitting. Very fitting. Well, listen, I'm excited to see you ride tonight. Are you excited to ride tonight?
Always, always. It's what I live for.
You gonna win? You gonna come out on top?
I was second here last year. These dang orange belts at these deals are hard to get now.
Are they?
I've been coming to them for.
I need me an orange belt. How do I get one?
I'm not sure. We'll have to talk to Hunter. Maybe we can get you a little orange belt.
And I would appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm sure we could pull some strings. But they're elusive. They are elusive. Which, for the people that don't know, when you win the Bulls, Bands, and Barrels event, you get like a orange, like a WWE style belt. I was second here last year. I was second in Louisiana at the last one I come to.
Wyatt, I hate to tell you this.
I'm a bridesmaid.
I hate to tell you this, Wyatt, but if you're not first, you're last.
I know. That's how I
You
feel
better
about it
get
too.
your shit together.
I mean, second's paying the bills, so we're gonna stick with it. But
First would buy you a new truck. It'd put gas in that diesel.
that's true. If I'd ride a little better, I could be driving a pickup
You better
up
get
and down
on
the
it.
road.
You better get on.
We're
it.
working towards it.
Well, listen, I'm excited to see you ride tonight. I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate you coming on the podcast and talking with me. You're a hoot.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
It's been a blast.
What is it?
It's been a blast.
Oh, a blast from the past, baby. If you're not following Wyatt on social medias, give him a follow. Look him up. He is pretty much traveling the country riding these bulls. And as always, I love yous. I miss yous. I think about you every day and night. And I will see you next week.